This is Kat from Dining at Disney, and I'm here with Kristen. Kristen, tell us about some travel deals.
Well, right now, if you are looking to visit Walt Disney World and you are a Disney Visa card holder, you too can take advantage of the latest travel deal that they've released. And that is, you can save up to 30% off on select Disney resort hotels. It's anywhere from 25% to 30%. So, I mean, that's a good deal. And it's good for most nights, August 28th through September 19th. And you must book using your Disney Visa card. Now, this can be the debit card as well. So if you have the debit card, you can take advantage of this.
And how can people book these amazing vacations?
You can contact me at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
To podcasters, recording musicians, and streamers who are looking for studio quality audio at home or on the road, the Shure MV7 Podcast Kit is a premium all-in-one solution inspired by the legendary Shure SM7B and designed to address the versatility required by modern creators. Visit the link in our show notes to learn more about the MV7 podcast microphone and visit Shure.com. That's SHURE.com. Shure. Sound extraordinary. Product used in exchange for promotional consideration. Aljon Go, podcaster and producer of the Disney List, Skull Rock Podcast, and Dining at Disney. When you're creating content, podcast, webcasting, live streaming, or wanting to step up your video conference calls, you need quality gear and accessories. That's why I use Gator Frameworks in my studio. From professional broadcast boom arms and microphone stands, studio monitor speaker stands, ring light kits, headphone holders, elite furniture studio desks, and acoustic wall treatments, Gator Frameworks has you covered. Gator is the leading brand of cases, stands, and support system solutions for music, Pro AV, Creative Pro, IT, and general utility industries. They have over 1,000 different solutions made from vacuum-formed plastics, rational molded plastics, wood, sewn, and EVA materials. Leveraging their expertise in case design and manufacturing, Gator has a complete OEM division that works with leading companies around the world to engineer and create custom cases for original equipment manufacturers. For more information, visit GatorFrameworks.com. Product provided in exchange for promotional consideration. From the Gator Framework Studio in Music City, it's the Dining at Disney podcast.
You know the thing about good food? It brings folks together from all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast with your hosts, Kristen Hoetzel, Bubba Alvarez, and Kat Arcori.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I'm Kristen, and joining me is Kat and producer Aljon. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. You can find us on Anchor or any of the other fantastic platforms out there. And for those of you new to the show, we do 2 a week. So typically we do one that has either news or foodie guides, that kind of thing. And then our other show is a ranking or a best of. Kat, do you want to tell everybody what we're going to be ranking today?
Today, we're going to talk about the best Epcot pavilions at the World Showcase. So ranking the pavilions at the showcase. I think we're just going to do our top 5s, or you want to do the full 11?
Oh, let's rank all of them.
We're doing the full 11. Go big or go home. That's what I say.
People got to know where to start and where not to start.
There's only one answer to that question, and it's Mexico. The end.
I typically go that way as well.
My anxiety will not let me go the other way. I have to go clockwise. I can't go counterclockwise.
I'm trying to think in the other parks if I have like one direction I head to more than the other.
Oh, I do it everywhere. At Magic Kingdom, I have to go to Adventureland. I cut through Adventureland to get to
I always go that way too. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go clockwise. I don't know what it is. And honestly, when I drive places, it has to be a circle. It can't be a straight line. It has to be a circle. I don't know why. I'm a crazy person. That's what the answer to that question is. But it has to be clockwise. It can't be counterclockwise.
I think the only park that I typically go the other direction is Animal Kingdom because I'm typically headed to Flame Tree Barbecue.
That's fair. That's fair. And that's kind of in the center area.
Yeah.
So it works.
Interesting.
works,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So, Kat, both of us kind of have different ways of ranking.
Yes.
So, my way that I'm ranking them is going to be based on the different options that they have for dining,
Sure. Yes.
as well as the deliciousness of the food.
Agreed.
I know with yours, you're adding in the gluten-free factor.
Yes. Availability and accessibility becomes an issue for me.
Yes.
So my higher rated ones are probably not the most popular higher rated. I think that's a lie. They're all popular, but mine, they're probably not what everyone would expect. There are some obvious heavy hitters for a lot of people, and I can't eat at those places. So yeah, my list it's catered to me because it's mine.
I'm also trying to take into account not just because I feel like I'm kind of biased to the Germany Pavilion growing up with that being a lot of those foods and growing up eating in my house.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to kind of like also temper that when I'm considering where I want to rank that country,
Sure.
because it's not, the food's not for everybody. It's
That's true.
very much a heavy meat and potato country.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I also kind of go with spicy. I like spicy.
I
So
love spicy food.
I think we should probably start at the bottom of our list, and we do have
Great.
11 countries to rank.
Yes.
So what one is your first one on the bottom?
My number 11 is going to be Norway.
I can
Norway. You is that at the bottom of your list as well?
Yes. I have to agree on Norway.
Yeah.
My reasoning is there's first of all not enough options.
True.
You have the little bakery, you have a
Yes.
beer cart,
Yes.
and you have Akershus. And unless you're going for breakfast there, much of the food is very acquired taste. And no matter how many times I've tried herring,
No thanks.
I just can't get into herring.
No.
And
I'm good.
I've had it not in Norway because I've been in Norway. I've been to Sweden and Finland. So I've had it in those countries and still couldn't. I was like, it's just, it's not me.
No, I'm okay. I'm good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Norwegian adjacent.
They're all Scandinavians.
There you go. Norwegia is at the bottom of our list. I will say that the Kringla Bakery often has a short line, so it's easy to get soda there. So not all
That's
bad.
a hard one for you to eat at because it's a lot of
Can't
pastry.
can't eat there. There's one thing on that menu that I can have, and only sometimes because they can't guarantee that it's gluten free because all they serve there is pastries.
Yeah.
But like I said, yeah, usually they have a short line, so you can get a Diet Coke really fast there, which puts it as a plus, but not for food.
I will say those who are not gluten free, head over there and try the school bread. That is delicious. It is worth trying there.
There you go. School bread. That's the one. My mom has a hot take that she hates school bread.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We went because she heard you guys talk about it for so long and we'd never tried it. She was like, we're doing it. And we went and she was like, this is not good. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I can't have it. I don't know.
Is she not a coconut fan?
She loves coconut.
Huh. I wonder.
Yeah. I don't know what it was.
It's not for everybody, but a lot of people that we've talked about school bread before have always.
Well, everybody rants and raves about it.
I love it. So,
Yeah.
sorry, Mom.
She's just,
It could have been a bad day for making it.
there you go.
Happens.
It was too early. We got the last night's ones, not the fresh ones.
Okay, so number 10. What's your number 10?
Germany.
I knew it had to be somewhere at the very bottom because
Yeah,
you can't eat
Germany's at the
anything.
very bottom for me. Sorry, guys, on the Germany. I will say, back in the day, um, they used to have a currywurst on their menu at the little cafe there that I would have eaten every single day because I love currywurst. It's like one of my favorite things. They took it off the menu, and now I'm like, I don't need to go there. But their paprika chips are very good.
That is one of my favorite things. And the first time I had them was actually when I was visiting Germany. And as soon as I came back, the first thing I was like, I have to see if the Germany Pavilion carries these. And so I love it when they have those chips because they are so good. And I don't know why we don't sell anything like that here. It's not like it's a really unusual flavor.
No,
It's got a
No,
little
it's-
bit of a kick, but it's not like super spicy or anything.
no, it's just like a little hint of flavor and a greasy, crispy potato. It's delicious. It's delicious. But that's basically the only thing I can eat there.
Yeah, because
So-
at Beer Garden, the only things you would be able to enjoy was whatever was on the salad bar because it's a lot of like cucumber, tomatoes,
Yeah.
pickled stuff, you
Yeah.
know. But as far as like, you couldn't do the soups because they're going to use flour to thicken.
flour.
And, yeah.
And a lot of the sausages have flour in them, unfortunately. So not a favorite of mine, but I know a lot of people like it. If anyone who listens to Sorcerer Radio is listening, you know that a lot of people over at Sorcerer Radio love the Beer Garden. And I support it, but it's not for me.
Not
I
for
do
the
love
gluten-free.
exactly. And like I eat sauerkraut and I love a cucumber salad, but here it's not to go there and sit down and like eat a meal and just have cucumber and sell.
Yeah, you can't get your money worth.
Yeah, it's not worth it for me, unfortunately.
You can't enjoy a beer.
No, exactly. No beers, no pretzels, no sausages. Really, like going there is just depressing. I can't even have the caramel popcorn, you guys. I can't even go to Caramel Couche.
Well, we'll have to get you some Goldschlager instead.
There you go. Perfect. Mainline it. It'll be great.
As long as it's not Jaeger.
Yeah. Oh
Maybe the
God.
Hunter, what was that? What was the Hunter's alcohol there? That we got the Stro.
Yes.
We'll get you the Stro. It's great.
What is that?
Lager tea.
Yager tea.
Yeah.
Hunter
Hunter
dark,
tea.
dark alcohol. It's not Jägermeister. Put it to you like that.
Yes.
Anyway.
No, it's not bad. It's strong. It's definitely mint. Like if you taste it, you can think, oh yeah, I can see like people being out hunting and sitting around like a campfire and drinking that to help stay warm.
Sure. What's the chips? Great. The other thing that I like in Germany is the holiday wine, like hot holiday
Glühwein.
wine.
Glühwein.
That.
Yes.
So those two things, good, but still at the bottom of my list. What's your number 10?
My number 10, I think I'm going to have to go with America.
That's my number 9.
There's a few. I mean, you've got a few options there. You have the Fife and Drum Tavern, which is a small quick service. If you like barbecue and craft beer, you have Regal Eagle Smokehouse. Being that I live in Nashville, I can get some pretty good barbecue here. The other location you have Block and Hans, which is beers, a funnel cake cart, as well as you have Joffrey's Coffee there. So it's not a lot of great choices. And I feel like when it comes to American cuisine, I live in America and we eat that like all the time.
Yeah.
And so I just don't feel Yeah. I pretty much skip it unless there's something during. Actually, really, the only time I stop by there is for food and wine or any of the festivals to eat whatever is in the pavilion.
Agreed.
You know,
I will
most of the
say,
stuff I can get anywhere else. So why am I going to eat it there?
I will say that on a really hot day, because this is like the center spot on the lake and they have lots of frozen options for beverages here.
Yeah.
That's why it's higher than Germany for me, because I can get a slushie. That frozen red stag lemonade.
I knew that.
So good. It's so good.
Yeah, it is good.
And they do like, usually they have like a seasonal like layered slushie with ice cream that's really good in the middle of a hot day. But that's really the only reason. That. Oh, it's so good. Oh, there's a soul one and the American Dream right now for the summer, but it's like layered slushy flavors and then vanilla soft serve, and it's just so good.
That sounds good.
So good. And like when it's 100 degrees outside, that's what I want, is like a frozen drink in the middle.
Oh yeah.
It's perfect. It's perfect. But yeah, no, I don't eat a lot of barbecue. Unfortunately, I'm this episode I'm going to be on my soapbox a lot. I'm sorry, guys. Barbecue sauce a lot of the time has wheat in it, unfortunately. So I can't have a lot of barbecue sauces. And at Regal Eagle, that's one of the ones that we can't have. So, and then also they have like their sides like not mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese and stuff like that, which I can't have anyway. So I'm not a fan. Love a cold drink, but I'm good.
Yeah, that makes it hard. But there's a lot of people that are out there
into it,
just like you, that can't do gluten. And so, I mean, if you can't eat something, it's pretty hard to put it high on your list if you can't eat it. So
it's true. It's true.
And that's why I like, after we started talking about it, I was like, that's right. You've got the gluten-free factor that really impacts what you can and can't eat. So therefore it impacts where you rank things.
Exactly. So. Exactly. It's like, I want to be able to, we're going to get deeper into this list. And there's some things I really wish that I could enjoy that I know you guys enjoy. And I just can't have it, which is not great, but you know, there are other things that I can enjoy that I love to have, and we'll get there. But America was my 9. So what's your 9?
Okay. I think following that, I am going to have to go with China. I do like the Joy of Tea.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the Joy of Tea. Their teas, the beverages that they make, they even have like tea cocktails that are good there. The Lotus Blossom Cafe, I've always just felt was like food court Chinese food. Mm-hmm. And Nine Dragons overall, I just don't find it to be standout Chinese food. I know Aljon loves it when they have the bao buns and things like that there.
It's
and the dim sum.
Yeah, the dim sum. Look, you have to really love dim sum. You have to love the bao buns, which is great. Yeah, Lotus Blossom is for Disney subpar, and that's coming from someone who's actually Chinese. So, and especially, I grew up in Seattle. And I've been to DC and Chicago, and I love going to Chinatowns. I love going to Chinatown so I can have like some authentic, legit Chinese food. And even in Nashville, there's a couple places that are pretty good. But so you got to really be hard up, like for that stuff. So investigate the menu and maybe try to get out of your comfort zone to try something authentic instead of just doing, your typical Chinese dishes, anything like fried and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely. I probably would have scored China just a little bit higher from personal preference, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have a problem eating there, but Kristen and I's list is probably going to be pretty similar. So that's why I'm not talking so much.
I'm gonna have a difficult time once we get to like the middle of the pack, is where I feel a lot of restaurants are very like neck and neck.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so your number 8 then.
My number 8 is going to be France. France is low on the list for me, mostly because I'm not a huge fan of French food. I think it's too rich for me. I don't like a lot of sauces with butter and dairy in them, especially when I'm like out and about, because it makes me sleepy. So France is low on my list. I can't have a lot of things there. Gelato, sorbet back at the Boulange. They always have good gelato and sorbet options, and of course, like you can't go wrong with a Grand Marnier slushy. But yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, crepes. I haven't tried. This could change. I have not been to the creperie. I haven't tried. They have a gluten-free crepe at the creperie.
Nice.
It's a buckwheat galette. Have not had it yet. When we were in Orlando in March and we tried to go, the line was like 2 hours long to get a crepe, and like I've never wanted a crepe long enough to wait. I mean, bad enough to wait longer than like 10 minutes for it. So we skipped it. But maybe this trip we'll try and get in there. And see how those are, because yeah, not a lot of options. All of the stuff at it wasn't Boulange, it was L'Artan de Glaces that had the ice cream. The Boulange does not have a lot of stuff that I can eat. And they house everything in that glass front display.
Yeah.
So it's all touching each other. So yeah, it's a non-starter for me, unfortunately. And I know everybody, like, it's very popular to get dinner at Chefs de France, and when Monsieur Paul comes back, I'm sure people will start going there again. But yeah, France is not high on my list, unfortunately.
I do like the ice cream place.
Yeah, the ice cream place is good.
It's one of my favorite ice cream places.
Yeah, they have good stuff there. I know my brother likes in the bun.
Yes.
I can't have that, but my brother is like into those. So
I have not had that because
No.
I like the ice cream itself so much that I'm just like, I just want the ice cream.
yeah, seriously, if somebody has hazelnut ice cream in their like thing, that's the one I'm going to choose every time, and it's so good.
They had, of course, it's been a few years now, and it was in the spring. They had a lemon meringue,
Oh,
and it had that like Meyer lemon flavor
yes
with little pieces of meringue in it. Like they could have left out the meringue. The lemon flavor was a nice, smooth, mellow lemon.
Yeah.
It wasn't didn't have that strong like citrus, like make your lips pucker kind of lemon.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It didn't taste fake.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Overly sweet, like
Yeah.
candy.
Yeah.
Sometimes lemon has a way of doing that. But yeah, Kristen's right. Very smooth, very natural, and not overbearing.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 8, right?
Yeah, number 8. 8? Yeah, 8.
Oh, this is where I'm starting to have some difficulty because there's a handful of them would kind of want to put all close together. Okay, so
I can help you choose if you like.
I think I'm gonna go with United Kingdom.
This hurts me.
I do love a Rose and Crown. The pub is back in the day of Tables in Wonderland was my like go-to place to get Boddington's beer because I love Boddington's beer. They have great fish and chips there. The Scotch eggs are fantastic. But here, like the Yorkshire Fish Shop, it has the same fish and chips that you can get inside Rose and Crown. And outside of that, your only other option is the beer cart that's there. It doesn't have a lot of choices. The food is very good, though.
Yes.
And it's definitely, Rose and Crown is a great place to watch the nighttime entertainment from.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that's why I have to put that one at number 8.
Okay. All right. I forgive you.
So we're
Now
not.
you guys will have to forgive me because I think China's my number 7. I say this because, first of all, I love a tea. I love a tea. This is not a secret. I love tea. I drink tea constantly. And the teas at Joy of Tea are all really good. Also, Tipsy Ducks in Love, forever. Cantaloupe, yes, please. Then Lotus Blossom Cafe is not good food. It's just not. It's like Panda Express, which is fine. But if I'm dying, if it's the middle of the day and I'm dying, I'm going to get a headache. I haven't eaten anything. They have a stir-fried vegetable and a white rice that I know is safe. And I can get it fast so that I don't kill someone. Because anyone will tell you that when I get hangry, it's like there's no going back. We've started this journey and now we're all on it together. Also, they sometimes have this ginger ice cream that's really good. I feel like every single one of these, when I give it a positive thing about them, I'm going to be like the dessert, but I have no regrets. Yeah, so just like accessibility wise, being able, knowing in the back of my head that if everywhere else has a giant line, Lotus Blossom Cafe will serve me a steamed broccoli and a white rice that I know won't kill me, and that means a lot to me. So yeah,
Because on one side you have Norway, which you can't go over there, and the next side is Germany, and you can't
exactly. Exactly.
There's no wait.
No, there's never a wait, and they have mobile ordering, so I can order it in advance, and it's great. It's perfect. It's exactly what I want when I don't want to like eat a plain hot dog with my hands and no bun, because like that's the other option when I'm in a hurry. It's not great. It's not great. What's your number 7?
Okay, and I know a lot of people aren't going to like this answer either, and it's because of lack of choices. You pretty much have a restaurant. So that means I'm talking about Canada.
Yes.
Le Cellier Steakhouse, fantastic food. I've always had great experience there. I do like the choice of Canadian beers that they have that you can get there. I became a fan of La Trois Pistoles by having that there. So if you like some unusual beers, definitely try them over at Le Cellier. They have the Unibroue line of beers, and they're good. But other than that, you can either get Joffrey's coffee cart or you can go to the beer cart there. So get popcorn.
I feel like this coffee cart, this Joffrey's, is always infested with bees.
Yes.
Am I wrong? This coffee cart, I feel like 3 days out of the week they can't have people in there because there's bees.
That's because of the garden.
Yeah. And they have syrup and sugar just everywhere.
Which
is fine. But it's like if you only have one choice and the other choice is like overrun by bugs,
you probably need to change
relocate it.
Change your point of view there. Over there in Canada, it's probably not the best place for it.
No, definitely not.
Kind of like the in between too, because it's right where World Showplace is.
Yeah,
I wish they'd use the Showplace for more things than they do.
I agree.
My favorite usage of that is, I think the reason it was built was for the Millennium.
Yeah.
And they had all those little countries there that you just didn't expect to ever see. You know, you had Israel there, and I think Greece was in there, and some other like small.
Yes. So many.
I mean, and it was set up very much to, as a way to like promote their like, here, come travel to our country kind of thing. But it was cool that they had like a little food court in there too, as well as a lot of the places were selling things that had been handmade from there. And I wish they'd kind of do something like that occasionally in there, because I just thought that was really cool.
World Bazaar. Just say bazaar. Just make it a World Bazaar.
I would support that 100%. It's been 22 years since that opened, since that happened. we still talk about the Holy Land experience. Okay.
Yes.
We still talk about it. It's been 22 years. We still talk about it. And now that I'm working in a themed and an experiential design, we talk about it even more. Bring it back. I know it's still in Orlando, but like I would love to, not the Holy Land experience. The Holy Land experience is still in Orlando, but bring back World Bazaar. Like that's so cool. It was so fun. And 11 countries is a lot of countries, but it's not, they haven't changed much in a long time. It would be really great to see some other things come into that space.
And I do still have all of my stuff from when I went during then. So I could just like go up in my attic and dig it out because I have kept stuff from every single trip I have taken from my first trip. So I've got old park maps, and like I even have like a napkin and some other stuff from trips in there.
Let me sing you We Go On from Illuminations in 4-part harmony. Are you ready? It's gonna happen. Amazing.
Great song.
Ugh, so good. Yeah, Canada is my number 6.
Canada.
Canada's my number 6. Yeah, they have good stuff, but no choices. No choices.
Yeah.
What's your 6?
Okay, let's see. I think now I'm gonna have to go to Morocco.
I'm surprised
that it's that far down.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised that it's this far up, to be honest.
I really like the Spice Road table.
Same here, but it's super overpriced. But I don't.
No,
disagree.
you haven't. No, you haven't been there
since it opened.
Yeah, which I've been a few times since it opened. And they did change the menu.
Gotcha.
And it's not like a tapas only kind of thing like it was when they first started it. Mm-hmm. And I do really like the food there, as well as Tangerine Cafe.
I do like that place.
I like the shawarma platter and tabbouleh and, pita bread and all that kind of stuff. Just, it's delicious, filling, but it's not heavy, especially when it's hot. It's like I could just eat a whole bunch of tabbouleh when I'm hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had hummus for lunch today.
There you go.
Yes, please.
And I'm wondering if Restaurant Marrakesh is ever going to come back, or
so.
I
heard this morning. I'm pretty sure it was Restaurant Marrakesh. They're making it into a Advent Health Lounge.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, I've heard rumors about it going away. But of course it's still listed on Disney's website as temporarily unavailable, and it'd be interesting to see what they do with it. The entertainment was great there.
Where did I read that? I don't remember where I read that, but I did read it, and they had set it up as like if you're a member of this health service, you can use it as seating and air conditioning and whatever when it's hot. So,
interesting. We'll have to dig a little bit more into that.
Yeah.
That was what, number 6, right?
Yeah. My 5 is Italy. I love Tutto Gusto. It's not open right now. It's extended seating from Tutto Italia right now, which is annoying. But when it's open, when Tutto Gusto is open, they have like antipasti and wine and drinks, a full bar, that kind of stuff, which is good. Some places sit down quiet indoors, have a little antipasti, have a little snacky, get out of the heat. Outside of that though, they don't have gluten-free pizza at the pizza restaurant, at the pizza window. They don't have much to offer me inside of the restaurant there. And I haven't tried the new gelateria once they open their new building. I haven't tried that yet. So judgment to be passed there, because everything there sounds really good. The affogato that we talked about last episode is there, and I'd like to try that. So, but I think middle of the pack Italy for me.
Okay, so my
5.
number 5 then is going to be France.
Mhm.
Of course, I don't have issues eating anything there. The ice cream, as I mentioned before, is one of my favorite places to get ice cream. It's delicious. I do really like crepes and am looking forward to trying the creperie when I go. I mean, you've got a lot of places here. You've got a bakery, an ice cream shop, 2 different crepe places to go to, Chefs de France, then you've got a signature dining with Monsieur Paul, and then of course you have your wine and frozen cocktails location as well. So there's a lot to choose from, which I think is fantastic. It's one of the best things I think when it comes to that pavilion. The food, like Le Chefs de France, can be hit or miss. Sometimes you can have a great experience. Sometimes the food ends up being on the bland side. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to tasting the crepes because that's one thing I like is crepes that have like your bechamel sauce with some mushrooms and that kind of crepe. Again, you don't want to be eating that on a really hot day because the cream sauce is just gets heavy.
It just comes out of your pores.
The pastries are really good that they have in the pavilion. So yeah, I'm going to put that mainly because it's not always superior food there. It can be hit or miss with the table service restaurants.
Yeah.
Truth be told, we try eating there almost every time we visit.
Which place?
Over there at
Are you talking about Chefs de France?
Chefs de France, yeah. Just because I like it.
Yeah.
And I will say that it is hit or miss. So, you know. But Monsieur Paul is a different story.
Maybe they'll reopen soon.
Maybe so. I'd like that.
See. That was 5.
Yeah. So we're at number 4.
Number 4 for me is Morocco. I rate this a little higher than what was my last one? Italy. I rate this a little higher than Italy because of Oasis Sips and Sweets, which I am obsessed with. We've talked about Spice Road Table and Tangerine Cafe. I could eat hummus for every meal. Olives, great. Oasis Sips has a frozen mint tea that's like to die for. It's so good.
Moroccan mint is good.
It's
Moroccan
so
mint
good.
tea, yeah.
Yeah. And you can get it with gin if you're in the mood for that, but it's just by itself even is so delicious. And I could sit back there with a cup of tea for hours. So I like Morocco. Mediterranean food, Moroccan food is very like homey for me. So when it's an option, I will most likely choose it. I can't have tabbouleh, but literally I eat hummus for like every third meal. I always have hummus. I'm always eating hummus. So yeah, Morocco is my number 4.
I do like me some tea, which is
Mhm.
why back when Tivana was around, I worked at Tivana.
Yes.
So I actually got well educated. Like they used to have a very intense program for like 3 months training on tea.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
crazy. Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
The stuff you learn about all the different teas and how they're picked and processed, it's just crazy. So yes, I do too love a great tea. My number 4 though, I'm going to have to go with Germany.
Yes.
I love the beer garden. Their potato leek soup is so good. They have a wild mushroom soup that they do. That's fantastic that I could just eat that. big liter beers. That makes me happy. So, Summerfest doesn't have a lot of options. They do have caramel kuka, which is amazing if you like caramel, especially salted caramel. The only other option though is you've got 2 beer carts. So, and that is my go-to snack is a beer and a pretzel. But again, there's not a lot of options of places to eat here. Summerfest, most of that you can find on the menu at Beer Garden. So, when I think of Germany, I think of Beer Garden. I don't, really think of the other places that they have there.
Well, at the Caramel Couche, you've got all kinds of sweet treats.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not just caramel. I mean, if you like chocolate covered strawberries or fudge or some other things,
Caramel drizzle.
If
you love caramel,
anything,
that is only one of 2 Werther locations in the world.
True.
So
I mean, so it's a great it's snack cart / bakery plus. I mean, it's not really a bakery, right?
I think it's considered like actually under shopping.
It's a store.
But to me, it's all food.
Yeah, I mean, it's
you can take it and you can eat it right then. So I put it in the food beverage category.
Agreed.
But yeah, so I will go with Germany being number 4.
Okay. My number 3 is Japan. I rate Japan number 3 solely based on kakegori shave ice, melon flavor with snow cap, and violet sake. That's it. That's all I've got. I love the Japan Pavilion. They have so many options. Sushi, love sushi. Rice, I eat rice a lot. Hummus and rice is like, I'm gonna write it on my tombstone. But the Japanese shave ice, the sake mist shave ice, violet sake, all the different things. And then also I'm including it because I will open a bag of candy from the little store there and eat it on my way out. But they've got so many snacks in that area.
And if you love matcha, they've got tons of candies that are matcha flavored.
Exactly. Matcha.
Oh, and in there you've got a little sake place in there too.
Yeah, the sake bar.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love that the environment over there, and pretty much everything is good. The only thing that I don't enjoy about the Japan Pavilion is teppanyaki, because the whole like Benihana style big grilled dining doesn't appeal to me. But the sushi is good. It's fine. All the other stuff at Katsura Grill is good. A teriyaki, a stir fry, edamame if you're looking for something. And then, like I said, kakegori for everyone.
And they have your Takumi Thai there.
Takumi Thai, come back. The best meal.
It'll open sooner than later.
And let's not forget some of the most unique things that they have there in Japan, like frozen beer.
Okay, well, you
frozen Kirin.
Because see, my number 4 as well is Japan.
Yes,
but the frozen Kirin, yes, that
100%.
and the kakegori.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yes, they have a lot of different. I think it's a very good variety. If you like the hibachi grill, go to teppanyaki. Good times.
Well,
and people are so entertaining. It's like dinner.
Yes. There you go.
So if you're down with that, great. But once Tokyo dining is also very fun.
They have good sushi there. I was surprised at how good it was.
Yeah, I like it as well.
Katsura Grill too. So if you're looking for quick service, and that's a beautiful location. It's hidden up there.
It's hidden.
And pretty much anytime I've gone up there, you just walk in and order, because I don't think people
they don't know what's up there.
I think they just don't know how to find it up there.
It's a
beautiful.
It's like a hidden gem.
Yeah.
And there's hardly any wait when you go, and it's great. So yeah, definitely Japan has got a lot of different variety if you're down with that. And plus, let me also say that the bento boxes are wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
If you love to get a little bit of everything, I suggest the bento box. Try that. They've got a lot. So So it's very eclectic and a lot of different desserts, a lot of different beers to try,
Mhm.
and they also have a sake bar at the department store.
Yes.
Yeah.
You mentioned that, and that's another thing too. Like, the different countries, like even Germany, they have in their gift shop, they have a place for you to do wine tastings and things we didn't mention, but that is definitely a plus. I forgot to mention that when you were talking about Germany.
We're talking a little bit about the Kristen, help me, the holiday wine.
Glühwein.
Glühwein.
That one. That's where they serve that.
Yep. Exactly.
So we're down to our last two,
Oh my
right?
God.
Wow, that went fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My number 2 is Mexico. Mexico Pavilion, Cava del Tequila, avocado margarita. This time I actually meant to say avocado. Choza de margarita for guacamole, nachos, really a corn chip and a dip. I'm sold. I love the Mexican Pavilion. They have such delicious things and like a lot of choices, first of all, but then like reliably good choices. I don't think I've had a bad meal in that pavilion. I haven't had a bad snack in that pavilion. I haven't had a bad drink in that pavilion. Everything is reliably good all the time.
I put it the same place on my list as well. I have had subpar meals at San Angel Inn.
Is that the one inside?
Yes.
I've never eaten there before.
It's beautiful. And I mean, it's a very romantic type atmosphere because it's in the attraction and you have the lighting and everything. But the food, not necessarily the best.
It's better than Blue Bayou at Disneyland.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's true.
Hot take.
that's true.
The
I've not eaten there,
margaritas
and I know it's true.
at Choza are awesome. La Hacienda, that is a wonderful place to watch the entertainment from at night.
And I love the
They
food.
pipe it in through there. The food is really good. We actually sat, one of the first times we dined there, we sat next to the owner.
Oh,
Yeah.
And so he gave us recommendations.
I love that.
Yeah. So we had a good experience. La Cava, I miss the days before everybody knew it was there.
Yeah.
And you could just walk in and sit down and drink.
Have Pepe make you a margarita or one of his specialties that are not on the menu.
Yeah, because I like mine spicy. So he would make me like the sangrita. He would make it really spicy for me. And I was like, oh, I could just drink the sangrita there.
Yeah.
Great with chips.
Ugh,
Just saying.
so good.
Pepe.
So good.
Pepe, because
yeah.
that was the very first time I fell in love with mezcal for the first time there.
Uh-huh.
I ate the scorpion on video.
There's video of that somewhere.
So you'll see me eating a baby scorpion there.
And then
Love
if you're
it.
looking for quick service, you have La Cantina. That's right on
Exactly.
the water there too. And they have great nachos.
They've come a long way over
Yeah.
the past decade, Mexico,
I agree.
to be totally subpar, and now
Yeah.
it's a shining star.
I agree. And I will say, for anyone who has an allergy, La Cantina, they are maybe the fastest allergy service and the most thorough because they will take you aside, they'll talk to you, they'll ask you what you need, and then they'll make it for you. Everywhere else, you're going to wait. I've gotten used to it, but if I go there, I know they're going to have it out to me in like 5 minutes instead of 15,
Nice.
which I love. I appreciate that kind of service.
Oh yeah.
That's your number 2 as well?
That's my number 2.
What's left for you to tell me about?
My number 1 is Italy.
Oh, okay.
Just like how I have a fondness for German food, even though I'm only, at least according to Ancestry.com, I'm only 2% Italian. So, but I do, there's something that I really enjoy about like charcuterie, having
Oh yeah.
the sliced Italian meats and your cheeses and having wine. And I love that kind of laid back attitude that the Italians have, especially when it comes to food is about enjoying the food, the drink, and your company. And I do really enjoy that. Tutto Gusto Wine Cellar is fantastic. I love going in there, getting a little something to snack on, having a glass of wine, just taking a break from walking around the park. Tutto Italia, they used to have these braised short ribs. I don't know if they still have them on the menu, but they were amazing. Oh my gosh. It was that with polenta, and there was another meat with it, and I'm drawing a blank on what it was.
I don't know. Was it pork belly?
I don't think so.
I'll tell you though, you ordered that. I ordered something else, and I wish I'd ordered that.
They have a manzo brasato on the menu. That's a braised beef chuck short rib still.
That's
But
it.
it's served with portobello mushroom ravioli.
That's it.
Yep. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I bet that's the same meat. Yep. Via Napoli. Now, that when it first opened was a favorite of mine because I had just come back from being in Italy for 2 weeks and eating real Italian food. And so I was really excited about that place opening and how authentic it was. Now, since then, we noticed the last time we went, there was a change in the menu. It wasn't quite as good. And we have heard that continue to kind of go downhill. The last I had heard, they had swapped out the fresh mozzarella for shredded mozzarella. And I'm like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, I think they're starting to dumb down the pizza menu.
And
there.
that bums me out
Unfortunate.
because the pizza there was just like what I had in Italy, and I was so excited about it. Enjoyed it so much when I came back. And then of course you've got gelato, and I don't know anybody who doesn't like gelato. It's so good. Pistachio, that is one of my favorite flavors of gelato.
Having said that, though, I'm sure Via Napoli still makes pretty darn good pizzas. And I like Tutto Gusto too. So
Yeah.
I too have been to actual Italy when I was touring with the USO, play music for the troops, and that 3 or 4 times I did that. So I like it. I like Italian food, and so yeah, I also give it high marks for all of the reasons above. Check.
Yeah,
check, check.
I can sit and just eat meat, cheese, olives, and I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I can call that a dinner. So what's yours?
My number one is UK, which is probably not surprising to anyone. I love the UK. I love going there. That's another one that they have a good charcuterie there. Their cheese plate is delicious. It comes with pickled onion and gherkins and all sorts of delicious things, and cheeses, and chips there are delicious. And I love their baked fish, mushy peas, coronation salad, really chicken tikka masala, everything. I love it all. I try to go there every time we go. Yeah, UK is my number one for sure. I wish they would bring back the frozen Pim's cup. That's my only complaint.
I do like Pim's Cup.
Pim's Cup.
Me too.
Yes, very good.
They have regular Pim's
I
cup, but
think-
not the frozen.
I think UK would also maybe rank a little higher on my list if I couldn't get good food here. We have a place called McNamara's,
Mm-hmm.
and they have really good, they've got nice little curry chips and stuff like that. And
Favorite.
I think when you can't get something too, it also kind of helps that be up on your list when you can get that when you're on vacation.
Definitely. And going back to talking about tea, because it's a tea podcast now, but I'm hoping they'll bring it back. But before the panini, we did a really cool tea seminar with Twinings in the pub there. And they did like a gluten-free scone for us, which was amazing. And then we got to try 4 or 5 different kinds of teas, and someone came out and talked to us about all the different teas. It was really fun, and I hope they bring it back. And I'm hoping that, we'll see more international cast members come back to these places, and, that kind of stuff. But I really enjoyed those tea seminars at the Rose and Crown. So yeah, I don't know. I like it over there. Quiet.
I will say, if you are a tea drinker and you do make it out to London, definitely go to their tea shop there. It is the original shop. They still run out of the same place.
I love it.
And I went and checked it out and brought back a whole bunch of tea.
That's one thing I always come
bring
home
back
with.
A whole bunch of tea, but it's cool when you get to go into like really old buildings like that. You're like, this business has been in this building for forever. It's pretty cool.
I love it.
Well, we'd like to know, what are your favorite? What are your least favorite pavilions based on the food and beverage? So let us know in the comments section. We would love to hear from you guys. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. You can find us on Anchor or any of the other podcasting platforms. If you do head over to Anchor and you would like to support the show, you can do so for as little as 99 cents a month, or you can support us by visiting diningatdisney.com and shopping our links like the Disney Store, Amazon, and Garden Grocer for all of your Walt Disney World grocery needs. Kat, do you want to tell everybody where they can find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at catastrophe, at CAT_ASTROPHE. As far as Dining at Disney, you can check out diningatdisney.com and follow us on all our social media accounts: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. And for all your travel needs, Disney, Universal, cruise travel, anywhere in the world, you can contact Kristen at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com, and she will send you on the best vacation of your life. Aljon, tell us about some podcasts.
Sure thing. Don't forget to check out our friends there at WDW Park Hoppers with John and Sid, Disney Parks Podcast with Tony and John. We have Kat with Eat the Pictures podcast, so be sure to check out Kat and subscribe to her show everywhere you get podcasts. Also, the Disney List, where we do our top 10s too for the Disney parks, Marvel, and Star Wars as well, with Kristen and myself. And last but not least, Skull Rock Podcast with Aljon, me, and Dave Bossert, award-winning author, Disney animator, and Imagineer. So please check that out at Skull Rock Podcast everywhere you get podcasts. For Facebook fun, join the groups Dining at Disney. Huge community there, so be a part of it. Also, the Disney Dorks community on Facebook, and the free Sorcerer Radio Disney Fun Zone. Please check it out. And thank you to our affiliates, Sorcerer Radio at srsounds.com. All Disney music, all day long.
Until next time, I'm Kristen. With me was Kat and producer Aljon. Bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.